All right, so 379, we're going to go over all of our homework, and we were adding or subtracting fractions. Not mixed numbers, just fractions. Those of you who are, why is this guy on the edge? You guys are on the move. All right. Mrs. Knife got a new desk, like a standing desk, but I haven't brought it in yet instead of that blue card. But, so then you guys will be higher up, but that's besides the point. Number 2 was 7/10 minus 1/2. All right, so the first thing I need to do is what? What is step number 1? Okay, so why didn't we do our homework?
I left my nap at school, but I didn't hope.
Where?
Exactly.
Okay, well, that's not very helpful, man. I have no proof that you actually did your math. Friends, it's not a choice to do our math homework. Bree, what's step number 1? Find the least common denominator. So I'm going to list multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30. That's plenty. Let's count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, look, my least common denominator is 10. So do I need to change 7/10?
No.
Nope, I do not need to change 7/10. So I'm going to leave that the same. I do, however, need to change 1/2. How many times did I multiply 2 to make it 10?
5.
5. Pause. John, what did you say?
I said it was 5.
5. What is 5 times 1?
5 times 5.
All right, now we have 7/10 minus 5/10. So our denominator stays the same, which is 10. And 7 minus 5 is?
2.
Spot my pants. 2. And guess what? That can be reduced because 2 can go into itself 1 time and 2 can go into 10 5 times. So your final answer is 1/5. Okay? So if you wrote 2/10, you were really close, but you did not reduce. Okay? You got to reduce your fraction. Now number 4. Yeah, simplest form. Always, 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 always. Always.
And no, we forgot.
Always. All right, let's write. Or find the least common denominator for 8 and 5. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. That's probably enough. Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Wow, that took forever. 8. Or what is that least common denominator, friends? 40. How many times do I need to multiply 8 to get it to 40? 5 times. 5 times 5 is?
25.
25. How many times do we need to multiply 5 to get it to 40?
8.
What is 2 times 8?
16.
16. 25 plus 16 equals 41 over 40. Now this is an improper fraction. An improper fraction means we have a numerator bigger than a denominator. So we'll work more on this as we go, but what we have to do is take out a whole. A whole in this case would be 40 over 40. If I took 40 away from 41, what would I have left?
1.
1. So it'd be 1 whole and 1 over 40 would be its simplest form. If you wrote 41 over 40, that's fine, because we didn't really talk about changing a improper fraction into a mixed number. All right, now we have 3/4 minus 2/5. Let's count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let's count by 5. That's the funniest looking 8. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, look, my common denominator is
20.
20. I'm going to write my new denominators. How many times do I multiply 4 to get to 20?
5.
5. 5 times 3 is
15.
15. How many times do I multiply 5 to get to 20?
4.
4. What is 2 times 4?
8.
8. And now we have 15 minus 8, which equals 7 over 20, which is in its lowest form. 7 over 20. Number 8. We need to count by 8. We need to find the least common denominator. 8, 16, 24, 32. Let's count by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Least common denominator is 24. I'm going to write my new denominators. How many times do I need how many times did I multiply 8 to get to 24?
3 times.
3. And what is 3 times 7?
21.
21. How many times did I multiply 3 to get to 24?
8 times.
8 times. 8 times 1 is?
8.
8. 21 plus 8 is 29 over 24. And once again, to get it in its simplest form, we would take out a whole. A whole would be 24 over 24, which would leave us with 1 and 5 24ths. Okay, we would take out a whole. If you had 29 over 24, that's okay. Feel free to write the actual, or with it being a whole thing. A mixed number, that's what I was trying to say. Feel free to write it as a mixed number. What? Are you looking at me?
You're drinking water.
What's your point? Let's drink water. Caitlin mixed 2 liquids for a science experiment. One container had 7/8 cup of liquid, or 7/8 cup, and the other had 9/10 cup. What is the total amount of the mixture? So I have 8 and 10, and I need to find their what?
Least common denominator.
Least common denominator. I'm going to list multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I'm going to list multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. What is my least common denominator?
40.
40. So both my denominators are now 40. How many times did we multiply 8 to get to 40?
5.
5. And now we have, what's 5 times 7?
35.
35. How many times did we multiply 10 to get to 40?
4 times.
4 times. What's 4 times 9?
36.
36. Now we have 35 plus 36, which equals 71 over 40. Once again, we can take out a whole, which would be 40 over 40. And then we would have 1 and 31 over 40 left. If you wrote 71 over 40, that's okay, but feel free to write it as a mixed number. 1 and 31 over 40. That way you know for later. We will be working on that bunches, okay? And potentially you might have something like that on your quiz. Dun, 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 dun. So if you get an improper fraction on your quiz, meaning the numerator is bigger than the denominator, you're going to have to fix it into a mixed number, okay? Henry bought 3/4 pound of screws and 2/5 pounds of nails to build a skateboard ramp. What is the total weight of screws and nails? So my denominators are 4 and 5. I'm going to list multiples of 4. Oh, we already did that up there. In this problem on number 6, we had to list multiples of 4 and 5. What was our common denominator?
20.
20. So we don't even need to do that because we can use our work from above. How many times do we multiply 4 to get to 20?
5.
5. Is this a 1 or a 3? I can't read it.
1.
1. So what's 1 times 5?
5.
Perfect. And then we have 2. How many times do we multiply 5 to get to 20?
4.
4. So what is 2 times 4?
8.
8. And now 5 plus 8 equals 13 over 20 pounds. 13 over 20 cannot be reduced. What questions do we currently have? Going once, going twice. Alex.
Can I pick up the punch?
Okay, that's not the question I wanted, but hold on. Yes, in a little bit. All right, if I have I have 28 over 25, this is called a what?
Improper fraction.
Improper fraction, because their numerator is bigger than the denominator, which means we can take out a whole. How much would a whole be?
25 over 25.
Right, it would be the denominator and numerator minus from the other one. So 28 minus 25 is 3 over 25, okay? So if you end up with a number, this over that, you're going to have to fix it, okay? So Alex is going to pick up the pens, Malik is going to erase the board, and I'm going to change my screen.
Don't want to do it on FaceTime.
I'm getting up. Can you wait until I tell you the directions?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so I'm unfreezing my screen, and today you are going to do the mid-chapter review or checkpoint, whatever you want to call it, on Think Central. So look at my board as I read the directions. It says mid-chapter review. This is the lesson review from 6.3 to 6.5, Volume 2 Math Book. Make sure you have your math book, a pencil, a dry erase board, and markers with you. That's what the beginning of the meeting, but that's assigned point right now. It is assigned on Think Central. It is called the mid-chapter checkpoint. This is due by 8 a.m. tomorrow. It is a homework review quiz, which means you can try another. So should anyone be getting a 4th grade?
No.
No. So this is what we are doing until further notice. Also, if you would like, there is 2 videos you can watch on adding and subtracting fractions if you want to watch those before you get started or while you're getting started. And they're just there for you to use. So remember, adding and subtraction with unlike denominators. First, find the common denominator. I say least common denominator. Make equivalent fractions with the new denominators. Add or subtract only the top. And then simplify if necessary. If there are no questions, you are free to get started. If you have a question while you're doing this homework chapter checkpoint thing, what should you do? Ask, okay? That is why I'm here. Feel free to ask, okay? Eric and Zuri, you need to go do that, and we have a social studies meet at 1:20, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.